Couple balls down in the corner here. It's a good opening break by Tom here. It's a good shot there. Got about half a pocket he's shooting into the side there. So this 5 ball, it's by the 8. It's going to have clear access to the corner. See how he decides to get there. There's a couple options. Depending on where the cue ball stops, I mean, you have the 7 that can be used to find your position again if you want to. You might be able to draw just a little bit off this rail and take the 5 next. I really like taking the 5 ball here, unless he's just trying to save the 5 for his key ball. He's entered into dangerous territory here now. I'm not. Obviously, he had his own ideas here, but I definitely would have been taking a slightly different path here. So he's going to take an intentional foul here, just put his 9 ball on the rail. I think he really wanted the 1 to block that corner pocket here. Because obviously making the 9 is going to be a little bit easy whenever you have ball in hand. But I think he needed the 1 to block that corner pocket, because it's really the pocket for the 8 ball, unless he gets underneath it and is able to run it all the way up in the corner. Let's see what Rick's able to put together here. Stepping into the match with ball in hand. Bumps that 9 ball, but doesn't get it all the way out where he needs it. Gets in the wrong side of this 15 ball a little bit here. I was actually really surprised. I guess he didn't like having to, whenever he originally had ball in hand, I guess he didn't like having to run the 9 up the rail past the side pocket. I mean, it was a pretty long shot. I mean, you're talking 8 diamonds up stable here. So now he finds himself in a tricky situation. You're going to see this cue ball go around the world. And he's going to get perfect. Absolutely perfect. Wow. What a shot. It was a great effort there. He's going to be jacked up over this 1 ball here. He's not completely out of the woods yet. Doesn't have to put a lot on this ball. The cue ball is going to come over towards the 8 naturally. Just like that. Now we can take this 8 all the way up in the corner. And he can take the first rack between him and Tom. Nicely done. Rick's able to steal one on Tom's serve there. This is alternating break format, race to 6. Those of you who are just now tuning in, you're listening to myself, Josh Setterfield. I'll be joined by Jake Lawson in the booth here shortly. And we are the Billiard Sports Network, bringing you guys full HD, free live coverage, 1080p, 60 frames a second. Bringing you coverage on Twitch and YouTube, whichever platform you enjoy most. Most smart TVs, if you guys are watching on your cell phones, most smart TVs nowadays are going to have the YouTube and Twitch app built directly into them, so it's really easy to screencast directly up to the big screen if you want to. We get pictures sent to us every event. It's always a lot of fun. People throwing us up on the projector, pool halls, having the live streams up for people to be able to watch. It's always cool to see how people like to consume the content. Work pretty hard to bring you guys the coverage that we do, so we hope everybody loves it. This is a big break here, but I think he just came up dry. Yeah, he did.
Old Zippler with the old school headphones on.
Yeah, he was rocking those last night too. I said the same exact words about him.
Zippler's a good player. The thing is, he really knows, when to play safe. He'll play a lot of safe. So when you great ball maker, he definitely can wait it out. He's not going to force anything. And of course, Rick Molineiro, he's been playing at a high level for a long time. Avid straight pull player, always says that helps his game.
Tom stepping aside to take a break for just a moment. In the meantime, quick shout out to all of our sponsors here. If you guys are just now popping into the stream, the best way that you can support us is to go to their Facebook page, drop them a follow, check out what they have to offer, and mention that you found out about them from the Billiard Sports Network. It'll go a long way. We got to support those who are supporting us, guys. So we got a little battle of safeties with an open table here. Can't say that I've ever seen that many safeties when the table's still open.
Well, you know, each player knows that the other one can run out at any time, so you don't want to just open up the shots here. So, interesting chess match early. You know, sometimes that can wear on you mentally.
It's not a bad shot. I wonder if that 9's wired in the side, though.
Man, what if it is, that'd be a great shot to open up that cluster of balls. You still have some issues with the high balls.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, after looking at it, I kind of like taking low balls from here, to be honest with you. Just because both of these balls can have access to the top right corner, but the pink stripe and the orange 13.
Yeah, if that, it's got the 5 and the 1 up there. If the 5 goes by the 1.
I believe it does.
He's going to start out here with the 7. This would be a good shot here if he can make this. He's okay there. He's going to be playing the 3 ball here. Most likely he'll just draw back a little bit for this ball.
I really like leaving the 4 as my key ball here, because it'll be easy to be on the right side of the 4 to come down for the 8, but we'll see if he decides to leave the 4 or the 6, because the 6 will lend easy 2-row position around the 8 as well.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to want to do here. I think he's going to leave the 6 ball so they can come 2 rails back into position to pocket the 8 ball in the same pocket. He's just got to be careful here, because with the high balls, they're sitting by the 5 and the 1. He's got to start thinking about getting those balls out now. So Rick Molineiro leaving that 6 ball to come 2 rails back around for the 8. Zippler concedes that game. A lot of safety play there early in game 2. Rick's going to come out on top of that, so he leads 2-0 over Tom Zippler. Race to 6 here, alternating breaks at the Maryland State 8-Ball Championship. These guys certainly have played plenty of times together. Both Maryland local players. Oh, and Tom's going to scratch there on the break. So BCA rules here. Anywhere on the table. Rick can play. Everything's looking wide open here as well, so good for Rick to put a good run here. You see the 12 ball just blocking the pocket. It's off to the left there, so he should be able to slide the 5 ball by there. 6 ball he's going to start with first, it looks like. Just really wants to start with the hardest ball here to get into position. Of course, 8 ball goes in a couple different pockets here, so make the 6 ball start freeing up. Pockets. He's just got to decide here if he wants to take one of these 2 or the 4 ball that's sitting there. It also looks like he's got a shot on the 7. He's got a shot on the 1. Nice shot there by Rick. Pockets a 2 ball on the side. Doesn't rearrange any of the other balls there, so he's got a shot on the 7 ball here. Goes in the pocket past the 3. Most likely here, Rick's going to leave that 4 ball near the side pocket to get out here on the 8. He didn't come quite far enough down where I think that he wanted to be, so he's probably going to spin this 3 ball in. Make sure if he's going to play the 5 next that it gets out. Back out into the middle of the table. It hits a great. So you can see him now. He's going to take a look here. Looking at the 4 on the side, the 5 here, past the 12 in the corner. So he's going to go ahead and take the 4 now to get a little bit more straight on the 5. Oh my goodness. And he hangs the 4 ball up in the side pocket. Now, had he came around there after pocketing the 3 and got a little bit more straighter on the 5, he'd have taken the 5 ball first. And I actually still like taking the 5 ball there. With Rick missing that 4 ball on the side. So Zippler there with a combo. 10-12. 10 ball scooches out just a little bit. And man, he's going to take the 9 ball here. This is a good shot there by Zippler. Straight in on the 15 now.
Oh, yeah, he's in a great spot here.
And just plays a stop shot there. Now he's got the angle here on the 10. He can take the 10 in the corner. Just come up above the 8. He can even come between the 8 and the 11. Perfect.
A little bit of a stretch here.
Yeah, really this is his personal preference. He probably just draw it back. Good shot. Zippler strikes back and gets within 1. We'll show you this costly mistake here by Rick Molineiro. You can see here he's set up here. He's got the 4 ball in the side. He could have took the 5 ball here past the 12, but he wanted to try to get a little bit more straight on it, so he just tries to thin it in and misses it. And he allowed Zippler to get back in and run it out. Instead of 3-0, it's now 2-1.
He is in a position to extend his lead back out to 2 racks here, since he is breaking. So we got a tough jump shot here. Eight ball. Look at these high balls just all lined up right here. 15, 14, 13. Or what is that? Maybe the 9 ball? Yeah. 14, 9 ball.
Looks tough because just got to start chipping them out. extending his lead here, 3-1.
Tom needs to get out here. He's in a prime position to be able to do so. All the problems are solved. Just got to connect the last 3 dots. You're already down 2 racks in an alternating break format. It's only a race to 6. Rick's already halfway there. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough to come back if he doesn't make this 8 ball here. It's a good shot. So Tom's going to get out just right when he needs to. And Rick's going to be breaking, trying to extend his lead back to 2 racks here. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, this is your official call to action. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for us. Turn on the notifications. You don't want to miss out on any of the upcoming coverage that we have going on. Got another big table event. And towards the end of September, we'll flash the dates up a little bit later for you guys. Cue ball went dancing there for a little bit, hopped up on the side rail. Just gonna get a couple balls down here. We got a stripe in the corner pocket and a solid in the side. So both balls are actually looking pretty okay here. However, opening shot-wise, I'm definitely feeling low balls. So otherwise, you're taking a tough cut on this 12 ball. So he's just going to start picking these guys off one at a time. They're all evenly spread out. There's not really any issues at all here. So the only way something goes wrong here is if Rick gets out of line. Let me see if I can get a bracket link for you guys real fast. Alrighty, guys, you see the donation link just dropped right there in the chat. If you guys are enjoying the live stream and you want to play your role in helping keep the coverage free for everybody, consider clicking that donation link, leaving a tip for me and Jake Lawson with the Billiard Sports Network. Live stream wouldn't be able to be free if it wasn't for all of our viewers who decide to support us, as well as our sponsors. So shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Rick's doing exactly what we had talked about here. Needing to get out so he can keep his lead extended 2 racks. A 2-rack lead in alternating break format is just a comfortable place to be. The crazy thing is, though, is at all times with the 2-rack lead, you're only 1 mistake away from potentially having the game tied up. So he just draws under into the side pocket here, just to make sure that he doesn't have to worry about it. For whatever reason, the bracket link, guys, isn't going through the YouTube chat. Let's see if I can use the full extended URL here, see if that goes through for you guys. So there it is. It's a little bit of a long URL. I was using a tiny URL to shorten that up, but for whatever reason, YouTube's kicking that back. It won't let me send it through in the messenger, so you guys have access to the whole tournament bracket link there. Go ahead and take a peek at that, see how your favorite players are navigating through the field. Had a huge field here for this event. Over 100 players.
Yeah, about 112 players. I mean, it was crowded in here all day yesterday. They were trying to get down to the top 24 and couldn't quite get there, so they brought back 32 today. So still lots of matches going on all around. So if you're in the area, feel free to stop down Brews and Q's, Glen Burnie, Maryland. Check out all the action. Appreciate everybody tuning in to BSN, the Billiard Sports Network.
That cue ball was heading right towards the pocket, and it got kissed, and it escaped the corner pocket there.
And this, we've seen 2 breaks now from Zippler. One, he actually did scratch in the side. This one was trailing to the side. Bit of a tough rack here. You see that 9 and 10 ball. Well, he certainly can pot those balls.
I mean, would there be any reason that he wouldn't take low balls here?
Well, you know, he's got to start out here with the 4, but the issue is, I think, if he wants to do that is, I mean, how can he get in position? He's off angle a little bit, so if he went forward, he'd run into that 13 ball over there. So I think he's probably going to want to start with the 15. You know, because even if you roll it down just a little bit, I mean, you're taking a long shot on the 7. You can't roll it all the way down, I don't think, for the 3.
I guess that angle just had me deceived. I felt like he could have made that 4 ball and come down here for the 3 or the 7, but he likes the high balls.
And he bumped him out there, so he's got a shot here.
Like, the shot on this 14 ball is not any less difficult than the shot that he would have on the 7.
Yeah.
So let's see how he navigates the rest of this. I mean, the good thing is the 14 and the 11 don't even have to be touched. They both have pockets there.
Well, I don't know if he's... Looks like he's got the 10 ball. From this overhead view, it looks kind of tight, but I'm looking down the barrel here, and he's got... Looks like he's got some space. I'm actually a little surprised that he decided to spin it over that much, because he could have went just down a little bit further and he would have still left himself a shot on several balls, the 13 or the 11 or the 15. So now he's got to be careful here, pocket in this 10. Yeah, so you can see he just cheats the pocket there a little bit and rolls forward. Now he's got the 9 in the side.
George Taylor on YouTube sharing some kind words with us. Glad you like it, George. And it's definitely going to be a huge shout out to Brews and Q's and On the Hill Productions for actually hosting and putting together this event. Jake Lawson and I bring you guys the coverage through BSN. And Brews and Q's and On the Hill Productions are the people who actually put the event on for us to be able to have something to cover. So big shout out to those guys, doing a great job.
I think Tom was trying to draw all the way back to the rail here, and he didn't get there. So now he's going to have to take a long shot here.
I was kind of surprised that he decided to play it all that way, because I felt like with where the 9 was, that was going to give him access to come back out to shoot a similar shot to what he did and get better shape on the 13 without having to bump the 8 and push his ball to the end rail there. So there's a couple times that I've just been seeing different patterns in Tom, and the fun part is exactly what you were talking about earlier, is that there's so many ways to be able to run a table. There's so much that's going to be preferential based on the style of shots, and if this ball gets another roll,
wow, he didn't get there.
Half a more revolution there, and he would have.
Wow, what an
he would have
effort
been
there.
perfect.
What an effort to come back there, and just comes up just a little short.
I just feel like this entire rack has almost been a snowball of, like on a scale of 1 to 10, let me avoid a 6 difficulty shot. And because you're avoiding that 6 difficulty, you end up getting stuck with a shot like this. It's a lot higher up that scale.
He's going to hit this one with some speed.
Although he would have came out good, too.
He had no choice. He couldn't hit it soft because he'd be stuck behind the 3 and not have a shot on the 8. So he really wanted to come in on the rail there just at the same time, the ball on the rail, so he would catch that and bring the cue ball up, kind of where he's at now, but hits it a little thick. A couple mistakes here by Zippler. And of course, Rick, you can't make mistakes against this guy because he's certainly going to punish you for them. And now he's got everything wide open here. Most likely he'll use that 4 ball up by the 11 for his last ball out. Shot.
Rick's looking like he sees the hill from here.
He's left himself a good angle here. Just go forward here, 2 rails back out. Perfect. Just play a little stop shot. He can draw it back a little bit if he wants.
Rick makes it to the hill, taking that rack, making it 5-2. In Rick's favor over Tom Zippler.
A little difficulty, you know, for Zippler, and it came really down to the shot selection in that game, I think. You know, where he just nips that ball down to the bottom rail, and then he's forced to come with a big shot there to get all the way back down. And he just comes up short. Forced to kick at the ball. That's Rick back at the table. So Tom's going to want to get back in this game. He's going to have to tighten it up. He's going to need some help from Rick. Of course, Rick breaking here for the win on the hill. So it may all be out of Zippler's control. Now look at this. Zippler's going to get some help because Rick's going to break dry.
Look at those balls all lined up right where the rack goes. Almost looks like a drill. Taking on a combo? He's got to be.
Yeah, he didn't really have any easy shot there to start out with, so. Oh, he's got enough room here for this 15 to go by the 3. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
So just if it doesn't go by the 3 and he didn't look at it, could be a little bit of a mistake here by Zippler. Because if it doesn't go, he's going to be forced to shoot.
I mean, he squatted down and took a look at the angle, and now he's looking at the 13-9 in the middle of the table there.
He's got to play the 9, I think, here, because if you play the 13, you're going to bump the 9.
Yeah, and you don't want to be bumping it down there close to the 8 and close to his balls. Now, there's a safe here. Yeah, as soon as I saw it, he got down on it. Lay up on the 11 here and hide him behind the 14.
Yeah, he would like to have Rick right on that 14 ball. That would have made it hard for him to go up off his top rail and kick at the 7.
He might have eyes to the 7. He might be able to see the edge of it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Doesn't look close from here. He calls the 7. So be careful here, because if he does come across, you see the angle where he needs to contact the 7, that's going to be sending the cue ball straight towards that 5-8. So you got to be careful, because the cue ball might actually have a chance to go by the 5 and contact the 8 here. Let's see what happens.
Is he trying to jump this full cue? Is that what he's trying to do? Oh, he's going to try to masse around this ball here.
If he misses the 7, he might contact his 5. He actually might come out okay. I really thought he was one rail kicking it the whole time. Look at that.
What a shot there by Rick Molineiro. But he runs into that stack, and you can see now the 2 and the 3 and the 1 are all tied up. But
he's got a good safety there built into that as well, though. If he can get a little bit closer to it, hit the 5 and let the 5 bounce out and hide the cue behind the 2 ball. We'll be forcing Zippler to kick at some things here.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets anywhere up table, he's really going to put Zippler in jail, but he definitely will have a safe opportunity. But what a shot. See here, he didn't come quite far enough up here for this 4 ball. You see the angle he has here. But like I said, this really is a good opportunity for him to come up table if he wanted to. But he's going to try to play safe now. He might try to put him behind the 8 ball. Wow, he wasn't trying to do that. He was trying to hit the 2. You can hear him say, I hit the 1. That's going to be a mistake. It's going to be a mistake there by Rick.
check out that shot again. While Tom, well, actually, I was just about to say while he figures out what he's doing, and then as soon as I say it, he locks it in.
Oh, wow. Wiped his feet going in, and he got really close to his work, but he's going to have a shot here on the 14. You know, Tom should be okay here. I mean, if he can make the 14 ball, the 8 ball's out in the open as well, so. And he comes through there perfect. So right now he's looking good. He's going to use his 13 ball here to get to the 8. See the 11 ball, red stripe there. Just wants to pot this ball back. Get himself a good line on the 15 ball. Whoa. So this is definitely not how I would have played that shot. I'd have played the 15, you know, and drew back for the ball on the side, because then it'd been real easy to get on the 8. So just, you know, really is personal preference. You know, and I guess Zippler liked coming back, but he could have got himself into some trouble here. But he should be okay to come off this bottom rail. He hit it good enough to see it. He should be okay here. Wow.
Almost overcut it there.
Well, a little touch and go there for Tom.
We got that replay queued up, brought to you by Brews and Q's on the Boulevard. Take a look at this amazing Mass A shot from Rick.
See, all jacked up. He knows if he hits it good, he doesn't have to worry about the 8 ball. See it take, and he just
center pocket too.
Oh, wow.
It's beautiful.
Unbelievable shot there by Rick.
He looks over and gives us the thumbs up.
He says, I lost that game, but that was one heck of a shot.
It's good stuff.
Man, that'll be a great, that definitely will be a great shot for the highlight reel.
Mm-hmm.
Zippler getting himself back in here. So Zippler just steps away for a quick 5-minute break. So as soon as he's back, we'll bring you to the conclusion of this match. So just hang tight, guys.
Right back in the action here, guys. When players take a break. They have up to 5 minutes on their break, so We never know exactly how long they're going to be stepping away. Looks like he gets a ball down on the break here. You got the high balls sitting out there wide open in the table. You've got a little bit of tight table positions to be able to play if you want to take low balls here. But I really feel like high balls is going to be the way he goes. It's not really a strong opening shot for low balls here. I mean, honestly, he might end up having to shoot a combo for the opening shot again. However, this 9 ball is basically a hanger. So this shouldn't be an issue at all here. Guys, go ahead and drop some comments on YouTube. Let us know who you're voting for. You guys pulling for Rick or you pulling for Tom? Tom's sitting in a good spot to be able to get himself within 1. But Rick, even though Rick's in the chair, he's still got to be feeling okay. He's on the hill. Only needs 1 more rack. Alternating break, and he's up by 2. So he just has to wait for his next chance at the table here.
He's on the hill in production. And just when you thought that Rick was going to shut the door in on him.
Look at this. I'm telling you, man, our patterns are just so different.
I'm not sure where he was going there. Maybe he thought he was going to bump a ball. I don't, because now he's left himself no shot here. And obviously, you can see. I guess he's going to play the combo here. If he can see the edge of that 15 ball, his only shot may be the 15-13 into the side.
I mean, if he wanted to, he could feather the left side of the 12 ball with outside English and try to spin it around down here to the bottom of the table. Might get behind the 14.
No, he's got a shot here on the 13 in the corner, it looks like.
There might even be enough room to get this in the side. Overcut it.
Yeah, you know, the fear of the scratch is there. And he had a little bit of left-hand English on, and you can just see he just didn't have all the ball that he needed there. So it could be a costly mistake there for Zippler, as Molinaro is on the hill.
Yeah, and he has access into to move these balls around how he needs them. Now, besides the 14 blocking that 4, he's actually looking pretty good.
He should be okay here. I mean, if he can get to good shape on the 3 ball, he'll have an opportunity to break out the 4. He's probably going to want to start thinking about it now because he may get the shot that he needs off this 1 ball. And I don't think you need to take the severe cut on the 3 now. I think you can take the 1 ball, get yourself into position for the 3 to be able to break out that 5, and then you still have an open ball on the 6 ball in case you get in trouble. Thank you guys. Bobby's pulling for BSN. Appreciate the love and support. George is pulling for Rick. So we give Molineiro a little plug here. He not only did he own Big Daddy's pool room, but he does recover tables now. So if you need somebody looking to move and recover a table for you, you can reach out to Rick. He's here local. He's just trying to be careful here. Good shot to come back over. Still got to worry about the 4-ball.
Yeah, he's looking at where this cue ball's going off the 7 here. This might be his chance to get over there, move something around. Look at that.
Wow. I think he's going to be okay here, Josh. You can play the 3 in the side and just draw it back. You don't have to draw it straight back. You can just draw it over to the rail by the 13. Because you got to remember, if he's anywhere in the middle of the table, he'll be able to cut the 4-ball in. Now, if you really want to get good shape here, he can certainly pot the 3-ball all the way up in the corner. So it's really about personal preference here because he needs to.
I like the side pocket because the angle it'll leave you on the 4. It'll be really easy to get underneath the 8 if he wants to.
Yeah, see him come straight over on the line like that. That was a good shot. And now he's far enough over. He can just hit this with just a little inside to make sure that he comes above that 14 to the rail, or close to the rail for the 8-ball.
Don't be over the 14. There you go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
This might be all she wrote. For the set here. Gets it done. And that'll do it. That'll finish off the set. Rick's going to take the set 6-3 over Tom.